Words that change your life. Alexander the Great says, "The sky cannot bear two suns, and the earth cannot bear two rulers." Without knowledge, skill cannot be focused. Without skill, strength cannot be brought to bear. And without strength, knowledge cannot be applied. Throughout every generation of humankind, there has been a constant battle, a war against fear. Those who have the courage to conquer it are set free, and those who are subdued by it suffer until they either find the courage to defeat it or death claims them. Bury my body, but do not build any momentum over it. Extend my hands so that people know that the one who conquered the world had nothing in his hands when he died. I am not afraid of any army of lions led by a sheep. I am afraid of any army of sheep led by a lion. When we give someone our time, we actually give a portion of our life that we will never take back. I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. How should a man be capable of grooming his own horse, or of furbishing his own spear and helmet, if he is not capable of crying for himself? Whatever possession we gain by our sword cannot be sure or lasting, but the love gained by kindness and moderation is certain and durable. The end and object of conquest is to avoid doing the same thing as the conqueror. Death is the solution to all problems. No man, no problem. Education is a weapon whose effect depends on who holds it in his hands and whom it is aimed. It is not heroes that make history, but history that makes heroes. Ideas are more powerful than guns. We would not let our enemies have guns. Why should we let them have ideas? Gratitude is a sickness suffered by dogs. The people who cast the votes decide nothing. The people who count the votes decide everything. Quantity has a quality all its own. In the Soviet army, it takes more courage to retreat than to advance. You cannot make a revolution with silk clothes. The only real power comes out of a long rifle. Divide and roll, a sound motto, unite and lead, a better one. We do not want a single foot of foreign territory, but of our own territory we will not surrender a single inch to anyone. This creature softened my heart of stone. She died, and with her died my last war feelings for humanity. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. If you are going through hell, keep going. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. You have enemies? Good. That means you have stood up for something sometime in your life. History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. A pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Personally, I'm always ready to learn, although I do not always like being taught. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from indomitable will. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the air. The best way to predict your future is to create it. I am a slow walker, but never walk back. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. Nearly all men can stand adversity. But if you want to test the man's character, give him power. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. Let us have faith that right makes might, and in that faith, let us, to the end, dare to do our duty as we understand it. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other one thing.